Growing up, Barb was always by the water or on a boat. Over the years, she watched her dad, Clint, construct and work on several boats used by their family. Barb talked about wanting to build a boat just like her father did. A couple of years ago, she purchased plans and constructed a small wooden motorboat made from scratch. Built right in our garage, she used marine-grade plywood and connected the pieces using the stitch and glue method. The boat was coated with fiberglass and epoxy. We now enjoy using this boat, which was aptly named Mr. Clint in honor of her boat-loving dad. Looking back, we wish we had documented the construction of Mr. Clint. Barb's current project is a 1950s-style runabout boat. The only difference in this project is that we purchased a kit rather than cutting each piece of wood ourselves. It is still quite a journey and uses the same techniques as the previous build, including the same methods of joining the wood pieces together, using fiberglass, epoxy, stain, some paint, and lots of sandpaper. You can see some of the progress we've made so far here, starting with just the kit in flat boxes, then to the beginning of the stitch and glue, putting the outside of the boat together, and some fiberglass. Please follow along as Barb shows her weekly progress in this new journey.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. Getting close to Christmas and the holidays, but still boat building. Today I'm going to, first of all, I have a 3/4 inch drill bit, and I have to make a couple holes in the tops of these frames because, like some of these other frames, they don't have holes. I have to do it for this one, first and second ones, just on the starboard side, because that has to run my wires to my light. Unfortunately, I did not buy that light. I thought I did. I bought the stern light, and I gotta look around still because I really feel like I bought that light. But I have to get it too before I can actually secure the deck on, because there's no getting to it after that. And I gotta run the wires and everything else, but I just think it's crazy because I really thought I had it, and I'm pretty organized. I got all my box with all my new parts in. So I go back and look, but maybe I didn't. So I'm going to be drilling 2 holes, just here, here and here. And then I'm going to start working on the deck. I'm going to do thickened epoxy for the puzzle joints in the back. I'll do one side. I also I have to glue the 2 deck pieces together, and I gotta let everything dry really well. And then I have to fiberglass the bottom. This is the bottom side of the deck. I have to fiberglass it, and 2 times before I even flip it over. So I guess I'm just gonna stop talking and get to work. That was easy enough. I think my battery needs recharging, but that's the trick. All right, those are done. Now, I attached one of these outwells. To me, it's like, oof, I hope it doesn't break off, because they are I'm doing one of these, it's got a spring to it. That's actually been hooked for a while, just to try to make the shape. The bow I just hooked a little while ago. I don't know, I don't want to get hit in the head with that, that's for sure. But anyways, I'm going to leave it like this, just be careful that I don't hit these pieces. And I'm going to start working on, first I gotta sand some of this just going up the centers there, and then I'm going to glue. I'm not going to glue this yet, I'm first going to line it up and get the puzzle joints put together with thickened epoxy, and then I'm going to have to wait a little bit. But thickened epoxy, it really, it works pretty quick, so it's just not like the clear epoxy. So that's what I'll do now. Headphones again though. It's hard, I wish I had a big workshop, because this is not easy to maneuver in here. That must look like the most clumsiest thing you ever could see. Vacuum cleaner on the first one. It helps with keeping the sawdust out. All right. So these are the pieces, and all the stuff right here. Back in my little box. Down like that. And I'll show you what that one piece is for. If I can have a lot of room, that's for sure. walking on this, but I have no choice. I got no room. I have no room. This piece right here is for underneath here. I don't know which side is which, but this goes like this to like connect it together. I'm sure that's the piece. I don't know how to lay it yet. I have to look. But I want to put these puzzle joints in for the side pieces. Some panels that go, I get the clumsies today, that go on the top, like that all the way to the back. So, I've got to figure out where I'm going to go with some of this stuff because these are long. And like I said, I don't like walking on that. But I really have a choice. See how much I can bring these up. Because this can sit on cement because I'm not going to be putting any epoxy on this right now. I still got to figure out how I'm even going to fiberglass the top of this. messy hair. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I gotta check this, make sure it didn't come up. Make sure it stays down. Okay, I have to let that dry. That one feels good. Alright, and then I'll be back in a couple hours, and I'm gonna glue those two deck boards together, and let them sit for a while too. But and I don't like to waste, as I said before, I don't like to waste any of that thick epoxy, and I have areas that I never finished. Inside the boat there's a couple areas where the floorboards, the panels went down. They still have it from where it fits in the slot, and I haven't gone back over it yet. So every time I have left over, I go on and do more on that, and I just don't waste any of it. So I will see you in a couple hours, and thank you again for coming and watching and using your time to watch my project. I'm gonna lay this out, cut it. I can't believe how heavy this stuff is. I mean, like, I don't know. Oh, I hope it works good. At least it's the underneath of it. Went the wrong way. Heavy. See? Very slippery. Oh. Wow. This is crazy. I don't know. I never used anything like this before. I'll cut it, and then I think I'm gonna wet underneath it with the epoxy, and then I think I'm going to, and then I'll put epoxy on the top of it, because I don't know, I've just never seen anything. Wow, and I got it all over me too. Look at that. This is like splinters galore if they get in you. Yikes. I'm gonna leave my sweatshirt on for until I get done cutting. Ah, it's slippery. I need those like battery operated scissors. I might have to get some. This stuff is like, if I keep using it, I don't know. do a little research. I'm not sure if one of these sides, I feel like one of these sides should be down and the other one up. Like they have, you know, two different sides, not just the same. So I'm gonna go look because I feel like this is the side that needs to be down. And that's the side that stays up. Because look how shiny that is. And that looks smooth, like that's what you're supposed to either varnish over or paint over. And this is rougher, which to me means that rougher, I don't think that's a word, but it's rough. And that to me looks like maybe the epoxy sucks it up pretty good, and you flip it over, and that's what would be the bottom. So before I even do it, I might end up having to flip this over and just do the other side, you know. But I'm gonna go look it up. I'll be back in a little bit. I gotta figure that out. Okay. I went inside and I looked it up, and yes, there are two sides, which I'm glad I looked it up, but you can tell. Let me show you close. Oh, actually you can see this. This is, I don't know if you can see it with the light. This is fuzzy and furry and a lot of twines in there and threads. And then this side is smooth, and it's very smooth. It's like glass. So it says that this stuff is the best for finishing, and I can see why, because it's nice and smooth. So this side will grab the resin, the resin, the epoxy, really well. So what I have to do is actually, since it's cut out, I just have to flip it to the other side, because I'm not cutting another piece now. I went in and said how difficult it was, and looked up a pair of battery operated scissors, and so my husband's going to pick them up for me, which is very nice, because I don't want to do that again. I mean, I got too many pieces of this stuff to cut. So it's Ryobi, they're $50. Not that I'm thrilled with spending $50 on something I'm not even sure. Well, I guess I will use it again. But so now I got to pull everything over, put all more wax paper underneath here, and then flip it over, make sure it fits well, which it should. It's the same thing as this side. And then pull it back a little bit, wet it all down with the epoxy, put it back on, wet the top, let it dry. Batteries operated Ryobi scissors. Recommend 150%. If you can go that high, which I know you can't really. Oh, so nice. I don't want to go too close to the edge right now until it's totally dry, because it's not totally dry, because I don't want to cook up my blade. But I'm gonna do the next side, because I think I can trim it off good, fast, and epoxy on it. And then I can have it dry overnight, and have it ready tomorrow. I can't believe I'm gonna have to buy another roll of this, but that's okay. It is expensive though. This is just enough for this for one whole side, and then I have to get another one for the top now. So that's a little sticky, because now I gotta wait, for it to come in. I hope they have the same one. Crazy, huh? Yikes. That is great. Oh my God. Conveniences. Some tools. Yep. use some of this in the inside of the boat, up by the bow. I want to put more in. Well, I do recommend one of these if you're doing this. $50, you know, I will use it more, so it's worth every penny to me. Alright, now I'm going to epoxy underneath, and then I'm going to lay it on there and epoxy on the top. rush, but I really wanted to get this part done. And I did. I'm gonna have to end the episode now because I gotta get it edited and published. But I want to wish you all happy holidays and happy new year. And if I had one wish, it would be to have people be nicer to each other. I think that's what it's all about. So thank you for coming, and if you like, thumbs up. If you want to share it, that's great. Or if you want to give me a comment, ask me any questions. You know, next episode, I'm going to tell you exactly what this is. The fiberglass, I mean. It's just fantastic. So far, I'm thrilled to death. And we'll see you next time. Have a great night and a great Christmas.